Dobre rano, moje canale. Good morning, my channel. Happy May Day. Workers of the world unite. Solidarity. Today we are on the campus of UCLA. That's the University of California, Los Angeles, here in Westwood, Los Angeles, California, where they have been having several days of mostly peaceful protests that have turned not so peaceful. This is the protests about the Gaza Strip, Israel and Hamas, and the conflict that is going on right now. And several people have occupied the UCLA campus, taken over its quad over at Royce Hall, and they have refused to leave. And there's been quite a bit of fighting amongst the two groups, the pro-Israeli and the pro-Palestinian side. So we're gonna check it out today and see what's going on. I do know that Mayor Karen Bass was out of town up until this morning. She's coming back in right now. She, in fact, was in Washington, D.C. With other mayors across the United States, including Mayor Phil Brock from Santa Monica, attending a conference with Joe Biden regarding homelessness in cities across America. I do know she will be back. We do have helicopters up on the sky here. And as of 10 a.m. this morning, due to the violence last night, they did in fact cancel classes. Now normally, you can hear the helicopters overhead. Normally when you are in elementary school or high school and they cancel classes, you're quite happy, but when you're paying for a higher education, you don't want your classes canceled. Matter of fact, one person told me off camera, she had her midterm test this morning and they canceled it 5 minutes after she arrived on campus after spending 2 hours of commute driving here and staying up all night to, in fact, study for her test. So she agrees that people do have the right to protest, but she doesn't appreciate and doesn't think it's right to be canceling classes because the people are getting involved with violence and vandalism. So here we are here. I've got the bike outside because they don't allow bikes on the campus here. So we're gonna get out of the way here of the truck. So they have blocked off access to the quad out in front of Royce Hall here. But the people are here. Are you letting independent journalists come in?
For media, we can have you guys go to the other side.
That side over there, or
diagonally?
Diagonally over there.
We're gonna be at like around between Kaplan and Royce. Between Kaplan and Royce.
Okay, great. So then,
yeah, go ahead and head over there.
I certainly will. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, great. Thank you, guys. Okay, so we're gonna try to go in on the other side here. You guys, so I respect everybody's right to engage in their First Amendment activities. I just find a lot of people are just really quiet, you know, and maybe it's out of fear. Yeah, I am too, because you know, I know it had been going on, and then last night I watched some of the news media and I saw what was happening, and you know, I'm a believer that violence propagates violence. So, you know, and it doesn't bring people necessarily to the table. We can talk, we can work out our differences. That's how you resolve things as adult human beings. Yeah, somehow we seem to always have to relearn these lessons every 5 and 10 years. Anyhow, we'll see you out there. Take care. Okay, so they're dropping off donations here. I'm going to try to go around to the other gate. It's got some coffee and some waters, disinfectant solutions. We have people dropping off supplies. You guys want to say anything at all about what's going on?
Peace.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't want to speak for people, and as a journalist,
yes, sir.
but you know, I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
And I want to just let everybody know that, you know, sitting down and talking
Much
with
further.
opposing viewpoints.
Yeah, we'll get us much further in life.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny, in my generation, we were open to debate on college campuses where we wanted to hear the opposing viewpoints. So maybe there was just a small nugget or kernel we might learn and say, now it's opened my eyes as to why this may or may not be.
Yeah.
Yeah. As
Well, it's kind of tough. A lot of the people who like are doing things though aren't even on campus. They're people coming like from outside of the campus.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, since UCLA is
Open campus.
it's open because it's taxpayer money.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't stop them from coming in, although
Absolutely.
USC did exactly that. They put a big rope around it and they said, let me see your ID.
Yeah.
And then I walked through and they said, hey, professor, you can go right in.
Yeah.
I said, am I really that old looking that I'm the professor already? And they said, yeah, you are, Grandpa. Get in there, boomer. So, you know, I shot a little bit down it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I appreciate what you guys are doing.
Absolutely.
And hopefully let's keep everybody safe and hydrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know, is there a media entrance?
Yeah, so there's a backside. If you walk down these steps and then you go up the steps right, it goes around the backside. There's a screen. I think this side's like Palestine side.
Okay.
That side they have a big screen. They have Israeli flags.
Is that the home and away?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to use,
Yeah.
I usually, yeah. So we're right now on the third base side. So technically we're the home. You're the home team.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying. You know,
Yeah, depending on what sides you're on. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm going.
Although I think there should be no sides, but
well, you know, I talk about that too. You know, if I go like this and draw that line right there,
so I was telling you.
and then I tell you,
yeah.
well, you know, we've done this throughout history.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, what, do you want to give your name?
Yeah, I don't go to school here, but my name's Donald Arona. Pleasure to
I'll
meet
give
you.
it-
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Danny Slant.
Pleasure to meet you, Danny.
And my channel is normally about biking around the world and world cultures, but this is in my backyard, so I'm like, I'll bike over here
Gotta
today
check it out.
and check it
Yes,
out.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you talking
Absolutely.
to me. Thank you so much.
How you doing?
How you doing? I thought you wanted to...
All media as well.
Oh, yeah. I think that there's an entrance around the corner.
I was told to go the other way. I thought this was it.
You know, I don't know. Two people told me this way, so
that
maybe I'll go around this
Okay.
way. So what's your name?
Yeah, it's Blake Trolley. I'm with KFI Radio.
Okay, I'm Danny Slant, independent YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
You said you have a hiking channel?
Biking.
Oh, biking?
Bicycling around the world. I like to
Okay.
take road trips,
Yeah.
particularly I like to travel to my ancestral homelands, Eastern Europe, and because it's just beautiful to go out there.
I bet.
Can I ask you what's the wood for? I just want to know what's the wood to use. Is it for structures or for you're not sure?
People just generally probably don't want to talk in general.
Yeah, I know, and I'm an independent journalist, so I'm just trying to let everybody express their views openly, without any bias. That's what truly American news media and our First Amendment is supposed to be. That you can express your views. That's one of the most beautiful things of this country.
It's live streaming or something?
No, I'm not live streaming. I'm a YouTube channel. I don't live stream.
Thank you. Of course.
But
Say something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bosnia, Chechnya, Palestine, Sudan, Congo. Muslims will always be under attack. Muslims do not cower. This is the difference between us and other people.
Okay, you want to tell us who you are?
No comment.
No, it's okay. Okay, I appreciate you. I
brother.
appreciate. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being out here.
Okay, thank you. So that appeared to be the side of the protest that was for the Palestinians. A lot of the students not wanting to express their opinions, which I understand, although some expressed some very strong opinions, which I definitely appreciate. And now I'm looking for a way to get over to the other side here. Of course, I'm not intimately familiar with the UCLA campus, but looks like we should be able to get through here. Cut through the garage here, cut it back across to get to the other side of the Royce Hall Quad. I know the mayor of Los Angeles has requested LAPD to come and assist. We do have California Highway Patrol, so that is a state highway. And now on this side of the Royce Hall here is the Israeli side. So media.
Let me see your media pass.
I don't have my media pass with me. I'm an independent journalist,
Compliments.
exercising my First Amendment rights.
Sorry about that, sir.
So you're not going to allow me to go to the media corral?
Yes, sir. It was only for media with press passes.
If I look up my press pass online and show it to you online, would you let me in?
I have the physical one.
Yeah, you need the badge. Okay, understand. Okay, so those of us without press passes are being denied. Next time I'll bring my press pass. Appreciate the message here. War has no winners. I agree.
I mean, Aspen. We have the official series.
You have the official over there? I appreciate that. I'm independent journalist. I didn't have my press credentials, so I was denied access to the media corral. So maybe it's probably better to be out here with the real people to talk versus a manufactured message that may or may not come from inside. So I'm going to let people express their First Amendment rights and just say whatever they feel. I appreciate that. Who's your spokesperson?
We got a few of them.
Got a few of them? Okay.
So the question is, what is it gonna be?
I think American politicians are also in need of that messaging, maybe in a different fashion. So, yelling about.
How you doing? You guys have any thoughts today about what's going on?
May their souls burn in hell.
Standing Together stands for.
Just solidarity. Your message seems to be one of nonviolence, of sitting down and using our brains and our mouths to talk about solutions. There is no military solution.
Sorry.
Standing together for peace. Okay, very powerful message. I appreciate you guys being out here. Appreciate you guys exercising the rights that we have as Americans to exercise our First Amendment rights.
Yeah, but I need to talk to you first before you. Are you recording?
Yes, I was recording.
Are you recording currently?
Yeah.
Are you still you still need just one last question?
I'm rolling.
Can you give me space?
Yes.
Can you give me space?
Absolutely.
Can you not record me right now?
I'm out in public here. I'm going to record. I'm an independent journalist. So.
Do you want to talk to someone? You can talk to someone.
Yeah, I'll talk to anybody else.
Yeah.
Hi, Howard, tell us what's going on. What's,
okay, give me one moment.
Sure thing.
Do you have another question?
So it appears that this is another Palestinian gate here, I believe. But hi, let me introduce myself. I'm Danny Slant.
Okay, great. Can I have you spell your name out for me?
Sure. D-A-N-N-Y. S-L-A-N-T. And that's YouTube.
Okay, great. Can I have your phone number, please?
I don't know it without shutting off my camera and looking at it, but all my information and my contact is on my YouTube page.
Do you mind giving me 1 moment to just check in with other media liaisons?
Yeah, sure thing. Maybe I'll give you a little background about. Go ahead. All right, so she's going to check around on her background here, just to see. Okay, so apparently the independent Danny Slant channel is not important enough for them to express their views, but we understand that. So hopefully, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notify, because it really helps the channel. Thanks for watching.
Nice. And so people started collapsing because they had been maced in the face. And that's when I realized that this was a violent attack on our encampment from, I don't think it's appropriate to call them counter-protesters anymore, because they came as a mob and were here simply just to attack us, not in an act of protest. So it started out as that. They started out by macing all of us, and then they lit up fireworks and tossed them into our encampment, and the fireworks exploded feet away from our faces. I mean, I have it on videos, just like filming what's going on, and then a massive firework goes off. It sounds like an extremely loud explosion. Sparks flying everywhere. We have multiple burn victims as well from the fireworks. And the violent attacks just continued again and again and again. We had as many people as we can mobilize and try and hold down the line at the front and try and put the barriers back up and keep each other safe. But they just kept coming relentlessly. They did not stop attacking us. They were hurling things at us, such as metal pipes. They were throwing bricks at us. They were throwing pretty much everything that they could find. They were taking the wood off of our barrier and chucking it back over and smacking people in the head with it. They were also just like socking people in the head. My friend has a massive bump on the back of his head from when he was at the front line. He just straight up got punched.
Any injury? Anyone?
Lots of injuries. Pretty much everybody that I spoke to had, if they weren't directly pepper sprayed or maced in their face, they were coughing profusely because if just breathing the air was toxic. I myself was coughing profusely because the chemicals seeped through the mask and entered my throat. But we had over 100 people who were maced in the face last night and 25 who were hospitalized.
Comments on who did the macing. You keep saying they. Some of us, we may not be aware of who the they is.
So we used to refer to them as the counter-protesters. It tends to be the same group. I have recognized a lot of the people now who have come, but I don't want to call them counter-protesters anymore because they're violent agitators. They're also not UCLA students. The vast majority of them are very clearly not UCLA students.
What is their position? Why are they out here doing this?
Well, they're pro-Israel. I've been saying the Zionist agitators, but I want to be a little bit more precise with my vocabulary. I know that they're pro-Israel because they come wearing Israeli flags and like waving them.
Are you a student?
I graduated from UCLA last year and now I'm a researcher for a professor at UCLA.
Heavy law enforcement presence. Do you welcome it? What do you think about it today?
So, you know, I don't know where it was last night. I would love to know because we were getting attacked viciously for over 5 hours before there was any security that came to protect us. In fact, LAPD actually came to Dickson Court about 2 or 3 hours after the violence had started, and they did a little circle at Dickson Court, just kind of looked at what was happening as we were getting brutally attacked, and then turned around and left. And then they came in their full riot gear around 4 a.m. Maybe it was 3 a.m. actually, but they didn't actually come and do anything. They didn't mobilize towards the encampment for an hour and 20 minutes.
Lots of people in the encampment today. What's your plan?
I'm not sure what our plan is. Our plan right now is to currently remain steadfast and get the university to divest from corporations that are profiting off of the genocide in Gaza.
Can you tell us who we are again one more time,
Can you
please?
just explain, there's a list of the requests that have been placed outside of the encampment entrance, things like masks, ropes, half-cut trash cans. It looks from that like you guys are preparing to combat police. Is that accurate? Is that what's being prepared for?
No, we're not preparing to combat police.
Okay, but can you explain the list?
I mean, we understand that clearly the university has no intention of protecting us, and so we have to do what we have to do to keep each other safe. And we were brutally attacked last night, and so many people were injured, and we're not going to let that happen again. We need to be more prepared because now we have to anticipate that these Zionist agitators are going to resort to violence. That is apparently becoming commonplace.
Kaya, can you have your name? I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Kaya Shah.
Can you spell it?
K-A-I-A-S-H-A-H.
Thank you very much. And thank you for expressing your opinions.
And what do you think of the fact that this has been affecting other students who are not involved in this at all?
I think that we just need to continuously recenter our attention on the genocide that is happening in Gaza, the fact that over 35,000 people have been brutally killed, 77,000 have been injured, and 2 million people have been displaced. And that is where the real danger is.
Kaya, just on that same vein, can you explain or just speak to the fact that, are you concerned now that the encampment itself and the fighting between yourself and the agitators or counter-protesters or not, I understand you're wanting to be more specific with that, is taking attention potentially away from that cause that you guys are...
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, that's the point of what the agitators are trying to do, is take attention away from the real reason that we're here. And that is why I do hope in all of these media stories, you guys include the fact that we are here to protest our university's complicity in the genocide that is happening in Gaza. That is why we are here, and we are not going to rest until UCLA divests.
Have you watched at all closely what happened in Columbia last night? Is there a discussion, or is this just totally different? You're not...
Yeah, so I've been asked that a few times now this morning. I am not really paying attention to the press right now. I have not had time to. But again, I really just want to drive home the fact that we are here because of what is happening in Gaza, not because of what is going on at other campuses.
They had, just to bring you up to speed, they had a heavy-handed police presence,
so
which swept them out.
Yeah.
The mayor of New York, basically went on about how he's got to take control of the city. And, I don't know how many were total number arrested, but I think 300 were arrested. So they were kind of alluding in the mainstream news media that that's where this may go to. I'm an independent journalist, so I like everyone to express the First Amendment rights and let us know the real reasons so we can listen and learn.
I mean, I really don't know. Again, I think that the university is strategically letting us be attacked by the Zionist aggressors so that in hopes of them saving face. But again, like, our concern and our focus is on the genocide happening in Gaza, and this is just a morsel of the violence that Palestinians experience on the ground every single day.
Thank you.
Right here. Thank you.
No problem. Just trying to catch a shot of our California Highway Patrol finest here. All right, here. So It's almost 1 p.m. here, and thus far it's been pretty calm, which is nice to see. We got a pretty big police presence here waiting here in case anything happens. As the bells chime out here at 1 o'clock here, it seems to be pretty calm. Let's hope the situation stays that way. And tell us who you are and why you're out here today.
Just gauging the atmosphere and the climate as a student here, and seeing how everyone's feelings are and stuff like that. Yeah. Just gauging everyone's feelings and just observing what's going on. Just curious.
Are you an undergraduate student or are you a graduate student?
I am a graduate student. Yes.
What are you studying?
So I study chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biochem?
You can think of it that way.
Okay.
Structural biology. Yep.
Okay. And we were off camera and we were having a lengthy conversation, and I just said this is what college campuses, in my time on college campuses, were about. Intelligent people having open discussions, expressing emotions backed with intelligent facts, and asking, and he just was really curious about why things were happening. And there is a lot of layers here. I mean, it's like, why is the California Highway Patrol here? Why do we not have LAPD here? Why is the mayor not out here? By the way, she was in Washington, D.C. having a conference with Joe Biden about homelessness. So she couldn't attend here, but she definitely is going to be coming out this afternoon to make a statement here. So just really appreciate you having a conversation with me and talking to me. And we'll see what's happening. Say.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not one of the live streamers. I'm
you're good. I'd say our only comment, we don't want to cause any trouble, but we'd like to use our library and be able to go to class, and we can't do that right now. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, there's one thing, and I will reiterate, I think it's important that we can express our First Amendment to protest, but not at the expense of students who are paying money to get an education and shutting down their resources.
It's public land, and I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to camp out here by the law. I don't quote me on it.
I'm going to interject here because my channel is about mostly bicycling, but in my own neighborhood, I live in Venice, and we literally have an encampment across the street from us where they've been camping there for literally 2.5 years, and we use you can't camp on public land. So I laughed when I saw the tents last night. I said, at least these guys are well behaved. They're not cooking up any D-rugs. I can't say the other word because I'll get demonetized. D-rugs. They're not doing that. They're not spreading any of the ethme. I'll use Pig Latin. Ethme, ethanol. You understand? Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, but I definitely think you guys should be allowed to go to campus. I heard there was midterms today, and they were canceled, and that young lady I talked to earlier said she drove 2.5 hours to get here, and then they told her 5 minutes before her midterm it's canceled. So she was like, I've been up all night studying, driving, and now I don't get to take my test.
And we pay all this money to go to the school. We should be allowed to use it, and they're over there vandalizing our nice property of the most beautiful campus in America. And I think UCLA should step in and protect its own.
Yep, I think that may actually happen. I don't know if you were aware of what happened last night at Columbia University in New York.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that soon.
So you guys can get back to classes. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Go Bruins.
Yes, sir.
John Wooden.
Yes, sir.
Of course, I'm an old Marquette guy, so so you guys were kind of our rivals back in the day with Al McGuire.
Yeah, you guys are doing a little better than us right now.
Yeah, a little bit. We'll see what happens here.
We're on the comeback, though.
So we have donations needed set here. Safety goggles, helmets, face shields, fire extinguisher, N95 masks, heavy-duty masks, gloves, umbrellas, ropes, gas masks, elbow and knee pads, half-cut plastic trash cans, generators, portable showers, medium-sized wood, helmets again, drills, screws, and battery-powered lamps.
There are some women that showed up as well. We all kind of just went to try to go to sleep, and we had like earplugs to try to block out the noise, but they were pretty loud, so we didn't get any rest Saturday night.
And then that's when they tried to break in, and we had to like move the barricades back.
Oh yeah, so we were able to, after they tried to come in, and we were able to all of us be a team and push the barricades back, and so we expanded the encampment like double the size that it was before Saturday. And we felt like, okay, now we're safe, we're protected, we have a better view of where they are. They can't like surround us, because they were surrounding us, making rounds like in groups, just walking around our encampment, and cussing us out, whatever, tearing down our posters and things like that. Sunday, obviously we stayed, so we were here for the Israeli protests. We tried to not, the organizers of this encampment, they didn't want us to fall into like the trap. So a lot of us just kind of, we just had to suffer listening to their concert and things like that.
Yeah, what were you listening to? What was going on at the concert or what?
It was like techno music for the most part.
No, on Sunday.
No, they did techno music on Sunday, but then they also
their national anthem.
Yeah, celebrating Passover. They're saying that they were celebrating Passover, that they were going to stay united as a nation. Pretty much like saying the entire Make America Great Again speech, literally. Like they were giving speeches on the thing, and they had on the screen they had like a ongoing, I guess, like list.
They were able to raise $70,000 in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
And somehow the screen was, I don't know if the screen's still there.
It's still there.
Okay, yeah. So then Sunday night, then I guess we weren't there that night, but they threw like a backpack with rats in it, and I guess the rats were injected with something because they seemed like feral or weird rats. Also, the days before that, we had signs that some people in our encampment were deathly allergic to bananas. So the Zionists came with like banana posters and bananas, taunting us, and they were throwing bananas into the encampment as well.
And this was Sunday night?
No, that was like Friday day or Saturday day.
And the rats, that was Friday too?
The rats were after the concert on Sunday night. So then yesterday night,
that was the most intense.
Yesterday night it started with...
I'm just interjecting on my channel. In all my years of covering, I've never heard of rats being released and bananas being used as some kind of biotoxin. Yeah. So that's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, there's videos of everything.
Well, because they think that they call us animals, you know, they don't think that we're humans. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but...
Well, what about Monday? So Sunday night, Monday, was it pretty calm? Like, Monday night, was it pretty calm, or was it...
Monday, I think I went to UCI to help support them because they started their encampment. So I went to UCI. I didn't come back to UCLA Monday night. But yesterday we came back to stay here because UCI seemed under control. So we thought that we needed more support here because the Zionists.
And what time did you get here?
We got here around like 8 o'clock, and they already had the speaker. They were already on their side with the speaker, and they like to play this like clown music that the IDF soldiers tend to play when they detain Palestinians. So they were playing that same music, and then they would cut it off, and they started just playing like videos and sounds of children crying and like in pain, which is really triggering for us because like I have friends and family members in Gaza, and when they send me those videos, you know, it's like it sounds like it's like I'm listening to my family, like my cousins and my nieces and nephews crying.
Why would you do that? I'm an independent journalist. Just it's because the camera doesn't allow to zoom in. I'm not trying to be obtrusive, and I'm not trying to be. I'm not. Well, talk about making a journalist have an opinion. Don't stick your hand in front of my camera. I will definitely call you out for that shit.
Us at first we're trying.
All right, I'm gonna motivate out of here before I get a little agitated myself here, because I'm old school from Chi-Town, and homie don't play that. So at this gate, they are letting the people come in who have supplies for the protesters, food. No bananas, because I guess there's some severe banana allergies, plastic bins, things on their list. They're letting them in. At this point, I'm going to try to go around to another gate and see if we might be able to get some opposing viewpoints here to see if there are any people from the pro-Israeli side who may want to express their opinions. Looks like we do have the Beverly Hills Police Department is coming out here to assist. And it looks like on the western side, I'm sorry, on the eastern side, of the Royce Hall Quad. We've got some pro-Israeli supporters now who have gathered, hearing some chants of USA, USA.
And I think it's great. What about the terrorists go home!
More Isabella.
Stop bombing Gaza now! Stop bombing Gaza now! Stop bombing Gaza now!
Keep bombing Gaza now!
Stop bombing Gaza now!
Keep
Bring them home! 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 He's right to stand up against genocide! He's right to stand up against genocide! He's right to stand up against genocide! Bring them home! 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 Bring them home!
I can't use the library for a minute and then realize
I'm Danny Slant. I'm an independent journalist. I have a YouTube channel. I spent half my day over on that side. I wanted to come over here and hear some opposing viewpoints. I think it's very important to understand that in any conflict you have two opposing sides, and that we should listen to both sides. And I've spent
freedom of hostages to be free!
On October 7th,
Let
there's
the
no two
hostages
sides,
go!
my friend. In ovens.
I know, bro.
In ovens.
Exactly.
There's no two sides.
You would think I will pass masses.
Well, there's two sides of the conflict.
No, sir. October 7th, babies were burned in microwaves. There isn't a two sides.
Well, if you don't have an opposing side, then who is your enemy? You're stating it's an enemy. You can't have an invisible...
There's two perspectives. There isn't. There's just right and wrong. There's evil and good.
Exactly, and that's duality, which is two.
Stand up against genocide! In the name of humanity! 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 Fuck Gaza! Stand up against genocide! It is right to 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 stand up against genocide!
Free the hostages!
What did you say? Oh, from that doesn't exist.
Oh, what doesn't exist, right? The one-year-old baby
Freedom and democracy in this country. This section of the college campus. I mean, that's ridiculous. And I think if anybody that shows those type of ways, the school should take action and kick them out of the school. Everywhere I've gone to school, if I discriminated against anyone, my school would kick me out. If I discriminated against African Americans.
Do you feel like UCLA has been supporting this?
I think seeing what they saw on TV that we all saw last night, I don't know how they could go to bed last night not thinking we have to stop this before someone potentially gets killed. And when I was here on Sunday for the peaceful Jewish rally, at 10:40, they came up this side. Were you here on Sunday?
I was not, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we were here.
Yeah, so they came up this side. This was our section. And then they came over and were in front of the stage looking for an altercation and a fight with, my mom was here, grandparents were here, little kids were here, and they were looking and there was no police inside. And I turned and I said, what's going on here? Why aren't the police here? You see what I'm saying? So UCLA, what they're doing.
Stop bombing Gaza now! are here protesting because Israel has destroyed hospitals.
You're protesting because you're being paid to protest.
Okay, that's Danny Slant. We're gonna take it out of here. I'm getting a little hangry right now. Time for me to go get some lunch. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you push the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. All right, I've had enough of the protest for one day. All the screaming and loud noise and the people. It's kind of giving me a migraine headache. Plus I'm hungry. And one of the best parts of coming down to UCLA and being in Westwood is you can get some decent pizza pie. Here we are here on Gailey, LaMonica's New York Pizza, where you can still get pizza by the slice. And it's delicious. All right, check it out. They got some pan pizza ready. They got some veggie, pineapple and ham. Got a meat lover's delight. Hi, can I get one meat lover's delight here? One slice, please. So she's gonna cut it up. That looks like it just came out of the oven. That looks delicious. She's gonna cut that up into a couple slices.
Just one?
Just one. She'll give me one. For here. Are you gonna put it back in the oven for me?
Did you want me to?
Yeah, can you heat it up a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go wash my hands if that's okay. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Thank you very much. Been a long time since I've been here. Remember I used to come in here all the time?
Yeah, it's been a minute, man.
Been a long time. I'm back on UCLA campus today in my new job. Independent journalist. Had to come by and give props. I said, I got a headache from all those protesters screaming over there. I said, I'm getting hangry. I'm gonna start beating on all of them, both sides. I better put something in my belly to calm the hell down. All right, man, thanks, brother.
Go ahead, man.
Anyhow, this is a very cool place. They got the mural on the wall here. What do we got here? Mike Piazza at New York Pizza. Mayor Koch. I think that's supposed to be, looks like Norm Macdonald. I think that's supposed to be, I think that's supposed to be somebody else. John Goodman, Mike Tyson, Ralph Cramden, Woody Allen, Muhammad Ali, Spike Lee, Joey DiMaggio. I think that's De Niro. Anyhow, Martin Scorsese. Very cool little mural there. And they got the old electric train line connection. Pelham 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go wash our hands and enjoy our pizza here. Calm down. Take it easy. I think she's gonna bring it out to me. Nice, there we go. Hey, thank you very much for heating that up for me.
For the YouTube
star.
Yeah, she knows I'm a big YouTube star. I got 7 whole subscribers now. 8, you're gonna be my 8th?
Yeah,
8 subscriber? Okay, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, let's dig in. This looks delicious. Meat lover special, baby. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Oh yeah, look at that. Got a lot of flop. It's really good. I'm gonna rate this high because you can't get any decent pizza on the West Coast here. So if this was in New York, I'd probably rate it like a solid 7.4, but since we're out here in Westwood, California, UCLA campus, I'm gonna give it a 9.1. All right, dober hooch.